Hi there, everyone. My name's Stephen Taylor, and I have with us one of our newest. You are our newest associate pastor, correct?
About a year and a half. Yeah.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Newest associate pastor, Pastor William Jin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate
It's
it. Yeah.
really awesome having you here.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
So, as you all know, as I say every single week, we are having a different member of our clergy on every week as a kind of get to know you time for those of you who may have joined Bridgeway within the past year and haven't had a chance to meet any of our clergy in person. So, how did you first get connected with Bridgeway?
Well, you know, when I was previously ministering and having the pastoral ministry at this area, I ran into Dr. Anderson in one of those conventions and the seminars.
Awesome.
So he, out of the blue, he said, "You want to have a lunch?" So that's how I got to know Pastor Anderson. And after I moved on from the Korean church, I started attending Bridgeway, and that's where I got connected with the Bridgeway.
So how long ago was that?
That was about, 7 years ago.
So it's been a long journey.
Yes. So I've been coming to Bridgeway about 5 years, and then Pastor Anderson asked me to come on board about a year and a half ago.
How did that transition work? Like, what did that look like?
It was kind of strange. It was kind of weird. You know, it was in the middle of the pandemics, and also coming from the Asian culture to different culture, Bridgeway culture. That was a bit of challenging, but a lot of people helped.
So when you are not at Bridgeway, how do you like to spend your time?
Lately, I'm trying to learn how to play golf, and it's the most difficult game that you can imagine. So that, and mostly trying to spend time with families because our schedule is so rapid and busy.
So for our announcements this week, we actually have quite a bit coming up. Our ministry year is going to be launching on September 12th. And so now everything is starting to ramp up kind of after taking a bit of a dip over the summer.
Excited. Yeah.
So the first thing we have coming up is WLDI, that is the Women's Leadership Development Institute that is put on by our leadership ministry here at Bridgeway. So if you're a woman that is interested in joining and looking into more for that, you can go to bridgeway.cc/events to sign up. And you have to sign up by September 18th. There is a kind of a cutoff point because this is going to be a full ministry year long program. With the ministry year coming up and starting up soon, we actually have an ice cream social next Sunday, September 5th, and this will be after the 10:30 service out in the parking lot. We'll have a time of fellowship, of gathering. There will be games for if you have kids and families, where you can just come and spend time together as a community, as a church, as we are looking forward to coming back to our Columbia campus starting out September 12th, in whatever capacity that looks like.
Wow, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Okay.
The other thing that we have coming up with the launch of our ministry year is Wednesday Night Live. So that is going to be starting on September 15th.
Wow.
And there are going to be 7 different classes, and there will also be 7 different tracks.
Wow.
So if you've taken Wednesday Night Alive in the past or Wednesday Night Alive, there's kind of a few classes that kind of carry through. So whether that is learning about theology in Pastor Dan's class or learning about a book of the Bible in a class with Pastor Gary, this is something you'll be familiar with. And those will, by the way, those classes will go for 7 weeks. So a little bit longer than we're used to, but it's time to really sink in and dig down into the classes over the course of this first module. And the last thing I have to announce is also, this is the last week for signing up for substituting with BridgeKids. If you are a volunteer who wants to get plugged in and wants to serve, but you don't really have time for regular commitment, we have this just for you, because there are times when family members get sick, volunteers call out, life happens, and they're not always able to make it there on a Sunday morning. And so we need someone to fill in that slot. If that's something that you're interested with substituting and being on call to kind of fill and slide into that role, you can sign up for that at bridgeway.cc/kid. That's everything I have for this week. Thank you so much for joining us, Pastor Jim.
Thank you for having me.
You.
Yeah, it is an honor to sit next to. No, just kidding.
And we will see you all next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.